Hello everybody! Welcome to another fun day. Hope everybody's day has been going well. So I haven't been on this week, and I apologize for that. A lot of stuff happened, which I'm going to get to in a little bit. But perhaps the most important thing that happened, especially for you guys, I got a big computer upgrade. Basically an overhaul of how it's running, and just in getting set up today, I've noticed some pretty significant upgrades. Hi, Minor Chica. Hi, girl. Welcome into stream. You guys are going to notice the game's going to be running a lot better today. I've actually had to scale back how the emulation runs and make it run worse because it was trying to go too fast. Yeah, new background. New background. Our artist did this for me recently on commission. So yeah, I like the background. I think it's pretty good. Alright, let's see if everything is working as it needs to. So far, everything looks good and correct and right. Yeah, Minor Chica, how's your day been? How's your week been, really? It's been forever. That's about right. Grab a fresh water. That we can give to research. Let's see, and I think I said last time what we're gonna do is move on to the next area to try to train up a bit. I hope you feel better real soon, Minor Chica. I was worried about you, too. Before you went to the ER, I was real worried about you. But I am glad you went and got seen and stuff. I'm hoping you'll feel better in the very near future. Also, I haven't forgotten about coming over to help you fix your OBS setup. You just need to let me know a time that'll work for you, and also come and pick me up because car stuff happened this week. That means I'm still not able to drive, which is very frustrating. Hi, Sophia. How's it going? I'm also doing good. See, Minor Chica, I don't forget things too easily, especially favors that I promise to friends. Yeah, I am hoping to get this new team of Pokemon trained up nice and ready to progress through the game. As you guys may or may not remember, last time we had a little bit of a tragedy where Sophia, are you asking me to message you or for Minor Chica to message you? Asking to me? Okay. Yeah, I can get around to my messages after stream. Alright. Da-da-da. We can probably survive at least one thing from here. Plus, Ancient Power is a really good move. Could boost all of our stats. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck? Come on, man! Really? Just fucking immediately we're losing Pokemon? God damn it. Okay, well, that's one Pokemon we don't have to worry about training, I guess. God damn it. Starting to not like Pokemon anymore with all of this. Alright, I think I have like 1 or 2 Pokemon left in the PC. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go Shelmet. And then Archeops here, Amber here, needs to go in the graveyard. Well, I hope everybody's having a better day than I'm having now. Well, Shelby, let's take a look at what you've got. You've got Struggle Bug and Mega Drain. And you want it to be raining. You're Pure Bug, and I don't know if I can evolve you. I am going to do a little bit of digging here and see if it's even physically possible. Meaning I'm gonna have to go to the wiki page for this. Because I did change some settings that should generally speaking make things a little bit easier with evolutions that have weird stuff going on. But it never tells me the specifics of how it makes them easier. Evolution's easier. And this is for Shelmet. That's what... Oh, that is not helpful. Alright. Well, chat, hope you're prepared to stick with me while we, take this kind of weak Pokemon. Actually, we're probably just gonna put it back in the box and take out, Parasect. Much to my personal chagrin, seems that is what we must do. Well, at least you're a little bit stronger. Okay. Let's go train against Pokemon that'll kick our ass again on critical hits that one-shot us. That's always my favorite part of Pokemon. Oh hey, Aloma Mola. Based off the Mola. You know, the sunfish. Which is, by the way, possibly one of, if not the dumbest animal. By the way, in case you guys didn't know, watched a short documentary on the Mola the other day. It's a fascinating creature, but it is very, very, very stupid. Fried chicken? Hell yeah, I love fried chicken. We'll do a little leech seed. Do you guys know any good Discord bots? I have one that I've been trying to get in my Discord to work properly for a hot minute now. And I'll be honest, it's just not working the way that, or maybe I'm just being stupid and it should work, but it's not for me. But there's literally two things I want it to do. Oh my gosh, Hitmontop. Wow. A cool Pokemon. Genuinely, I just want it to be able to assign roles. That's what I'm getting into. I just want it to be able to assign roles from, like, a list to where people can click one of the reactions and it gives them a role. And I want it to be able to automatically let people know when I'm streaming. Like, that's it. It like, bare bones. I don't need much out of the Discord bot. But I have one that I basically took from another server that someone else was using, that someone recommended to me. And it has menus, and it took me forever to find the menus to even look through it. And it seems impossible to get those menus to work properly. I even went to the wiki page for it, and I don't know if it's just that it doesn't work on the device that I'm trying to use. I don't need to use 200 health. But yeah, like, I just need it to do something, like, super basic. Just automatic role assignment so that I don't have to individually give people certain roles. They can go in and basically ask the bot for the role. Oh actually, we probably should switch. And, like, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't think that would be very difficult for the bots to do. Especially one that is specifically, like, just there to be a Discord bot. Like, it's just there to do the basic stuff. God. Why are the Pokemon on this route so strong? And I used it on the wrong fucking Pokemon. I'm not having a good day all of a sudden. My day was okay. And now it is not. Went from an okay day to just a terrible day with this game. Getting darn tempted to shut it off and do some Minecraft. Yeah, anyway, if you have any suggestions, I am very open to hearing them. Deep fried chicken. I'm tempted to get some spaghetti, or rather to make some spaghetti. That's my comfort food. Oh yay, another one of you. That for some reason you absolutely destroy my party. Alright, go Sneasler. I mentioned in the Discord that I was having some issues with my car. So let me break down what's going on with my car right now. My car had a slight issue that the AC no longer works, and it would cost more than the price of another car to repair the AC. I find that personally unacceptable. I can't personally live without AC. So I started entering into a deal with one of my friends to buy her car. Right? So backstory, she hasn't paid it off yet, so I basically paid it off to her, and then she paid it off to the bank, and had to wait for the title to come back. Well, she got the title earlier this week. And we've pretty much just been waiting around for a day that we were both available. Because, unfortunately for her, I was very much not available at the beginning of the week. So, we were going to go today to go down to the office to fill out the rest of the paperwork. Basically everything. We would have had the title in hand, we would have had all of the registration paperwork. We would have gone to the DMV, essentially. And gotten it properly transferred over to my name. To be my vehicle. I would have put my insurance on it. No big deal. Whatever. But last night at 2 a.m., she sends me a text message. Hey, are you up? We have an emergency. We haven't got it in a written contract. And in theory, we shouldn't need a written contract. This should be simple. But she has an emergency at 2 a.m. I'm like, okay, I was about to drift off to sleep. What's up? Only to find out that she can't find the title. And she's pretty sure she threw it away. So now we have to wait another few days to get the title and to get the letter from the bank stating that it is properly in her name and stuff. So we have to wait on that now. And I'll be honest, this is highly frustrating to me because how are you having this much trouble at being an adult that you can't keep track of an extremely important document for a week? 1 week that it's been in your possession and it's gone. That frustrates me to no end, and I'm frankly not 100% sure I can continue having a friendship with this person. Because that is simply ridiculous. I agree. But to make matters worse, about a week or two ago, my other car, the one that I still technically have, it got a problem with the tire. No, it didn't go, like, completely flat right away. It has gone flat since, but, like, a strip on the inside tore off. And that doesn't exactly make me feel safe and confident trying to drive it. And I feel like that's understandable, you know, it is not a safe vehicle to be driving right now. So I've basically resigned to not driving it anymore. And I'm actually considering donating it. Honestly, at the point that it is in, with having a near irreparable air conditioner, it's had some issues with the power steering for a while, and now needing new tires, which, by the way, you can't buy just one new tire, you have to buy them in at least pairs, if not entire sets. Between all of that, I just don't personally feel super comfortable selling it to someone for money. So I want it out of my possession as quickly as possible. So I'm thinking either donating it to one of the organizations, which I was reading up about one that basically takes cars in pretty much any condition for, like, veterans and stuff, which, alright, yeah, that's fair and cool. If they can get it fixed up or get something just for the sake of helping someone get from point A to point B, that's fine. I also wouldn't mind giving it to someone as, you know, if they wanted a car to basically teach their kids how to repair a car or something. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Outside of those situations, I'm probably going to take it to the scrapyard and just be like, hey, I'm done with this. This car is at its end. I want nothing further to do with it. I don't want to subject anybody else to dealing with this. I don't think that's fair to the car or to anyone else. Just take it, scrap it. It hurts me to want to scrap a vehicle because typically I don't like that. You know, Minor Chica, if you want to take the car off my hands free of charge, then by all means we can go this weekend to the DMV and get it transferred over to your ownership. But one of the reasons I need it gone. So one of the problems with getting rid of it one of the problems that I need it gone right now is because it has to be insured. Someone has to be paying insurance on it, even if it's just sitting in your driveway, or my state will fine you. So it's either paying for the fees, the fines, or for insurance. And I don't want to take under either of those at all. What is it, Alfred? Where even are you? Where are you yelling at me that I can't see you? Yeah, that's fair. You can. Yes, I would very much like to get her taken to the scrapyard, quite frankly. I'm thinking scrapyard would probably be the most straightforward, because I don't want to have to explain 30 times that, oh hey, it's got all of these issues, and it's had all of these issues. Which, for most people, especially if they're actually intending to drive this, that's probably going to be a deal breaker, you know? Like, I want and honestly kind of need it gone. Maybe for the vets. I wanted to call them today and see if they could come pick it up, basically. And I guess that'll be a tomorrow issue, because honestly, part of me doesn't want to get rid of it until I am, like, definitely sorted out and have the new car, because in the case of an emergency, in the case of an absolute emergency, I still want to be able to get somewhere. Because, yeah, the wheel's flat and the AC doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure if I go out there and put the key in the ignition, I could get it down the road. I'm having a real struggle imagining any time where I would actually need to do that. But you know what I mean, right? Actually, I go to the website and it's immediately asking for the address and pickup location, so I guess they can pick it up. I'll see if I can call them tomorrow and see if I can get more information. Partially about whether they even want it. But, like, I'm definitely not looking to make money. I just want it out of my possession. Full send. Yeah, I agree. I probably will go that route, because, like, Admittedly, I think it'd be easier to take it to the scrapyard because I don't want to sit here and put in a ton of work with it. On the other hand, if something can still find a use, I prefer to do that rather than throw it away, send it to the scrapyard. I guess a part of me is just fully on struggling to think of anybody else still having a use for this car. In its current state without a ton of work. Rude. Go to sleep. How dare you quick attack me? I guess we've more or less resolved the current car issue. But still, with the new car, I'm a little bit frustrated over that still. By the way, how's the stream look, everybody? Everything look good, sound good? Yeah, me too. I'm glad it looks good. You know, like I said, we got some new parts for the computer, so she should be running really nicely. I'm actually considering playing Minecraft for one of the next few streams, because Minecraft was one of the reasons that we went and upgraded, because we were just having so much difficulty. Oh, also, Minor Chica, when are you gonna come check out the base? I don't know if it would look clearer, but everything should be smoother, like the movements and stuff. Everything should be a little bit less choppy. Because, like, I've made some major changes on the outside of my base about the terrain surrounding my base, and I'm, like, super excited to show that off. I was actually in with a couple of the other people on our server today. They didn't get a chance to look at it. They were too busy working on that big Star Wars build out in the Mesa to come and take a look at my base, and that is just a gosh darn shame. You know? But you should definitely come and look at it before I can get a chance to stream it. Get an exclusive first preview, sneak peek type of look at it. I'm actually AFKing over on my Steam Deck at the moss farm. My automatic moss farm that I built. All me. I did it. with a guide, of course. I'm not good at redstone, but I am proud of the fact that I was able to make something, you know? Bubble beam. A little surprised we haven't seen my Mons in a while. Wonder what's going on with our friend Mons. It's alright though, people get busy. Let's see, we'll probably do In Stars and Time tomorrow night. That'll probably be what we stream tomorrow. Just to get a little bit more progress on the story, show off more of that. Speaking of, have you had a chance to play that in the meantime, Minor Chica? I know you said you really wanted to go and get a look at it for yourself. Actually, that's a fighting type. We should not be here. Oh, Sneasler, actually. Perfect. Hi, Eris. Hi, babies. Oh, another thing. My vegetables. I have a small vegetable garden. No! Sneasler! God fucking damn it! Why are we losing all our Mons? I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. Come on. I just don't want to be stuck grinding for the next fucking 12 episodes. I come over here to grind slightly stronger Pokemon. Slightly stronger Pokemon. So that I wouldn't have to sit here grinding for the next fucking 12 episodes of Pokemon. And I just get backhanded in the face for it. And keep losing my Pokemon so that I'm not able to continue grinding that Pokemon. Which means that now I'm left with weaker Pokemon that need even more grinding to bring up to an appropriate level. I'm gonna fucking cry. If this keeps up, I'm gonna shut this stream off and I'm gonna go cry. Just gonna go have a nice little cry in a little corner in my house. So, has anyone seen that new Borderlands? Anybody, the new Borderlands game? Anybody peep that out? Anybody have a chance to, take a look at that? I would stream it, but I'm playing it with a friend that is extremely adverse to being on stream, which is unfortunate. I respect their personal decision, but it's unfortunate because this would probably be really good for stream. Well, actually, probably not really good for stream, all things considered. It's, like, really buggy. Well, not really buggy, just really laggy. Really bad optimization, I guess, is what people have been saying. I've been playing it, and I don't know if everybody's having the same optimization issues that I'm having. Because mine seem to be closer to something like server lag. Which, like, sure, could partially be that our internet connection is not the best. But our internet isn't terrible either. We're also on the same internet. I live with this dude. And, like, we haven't had this issue in any other Borderlands, especially not as bad as it is. Like, I will randomly teleport around the map because it will forget where I'm supposed to be. Type of server lag. Oh, and also my guns. Like, half the times the bullets won't come out of them and won't hurt the enemy because of it. And it's like, for a looter shooter, that's a problem. Oh well, maybe once all of this stuff gets fixed, you know, give it a few weeks for them to do some tweaks to the code and the servers and everything. Maybe once that happens, and also I've had a chance to get through the story with my friend, then maybe I'll bring it up to stream. If you guys are interested. How do you guys feel about Borderlands? Trying to gauge the reactions here, see if you guys would be into it, see if you guys wouldn't be into it, see what's going on, you know? have both of the experience shares on Pokemon? For belt experience share. Yeah, okay. Lickitung's got the experience share. Got Lily, Grass, and Rock. That is a tough Pokemon to have to fight. There we go, Megadeth. Probably Fly will work. They just confused me. I was doing something else. You son of a bitch. You sick bastard. I snapped out of confusion, so it didn't really do anything. No difference. I gotta calm down. I'm getting really mad at this game right now. Okay, nope, not Susie. Research. What level does Susie get rollout? Or is it ancient power? I think it's rollout. Right? Yeah, rollout. When do you get rollout, girl? Level 6, huh? And we don't have the heart skill for the move reminder. Okay, so a couple of my Pokemon just aren't able to evolve right now. That's encouraging. Well, if we get you guys strong enough to go up against the rival... then we'll have another couple of... We'll have a few more checks. A few more encounters we can do. So I guess that's really what's holding us back right now, is we just really, really need to get past that rival. And if I remember correctly, his mons were around, like, level 35-ish. So not only do we have to get up to level 35, we have to get our mons beyond level 35. Because I'm not going to go fight him and then lose my whole team again, especially right now when we've only got one Pokemon banked. I think the plan is going to be get Megadeth to level 35, and then take that experience share, probably move Megadeth to the front of the party, and just steamroll the rest of these with the experience share on another Pokemon. Because we've already got one on Suzy and one on Megadeth, and we'll probably take the one off of Megadeth and give it to, oh, I don't know. We should really take the one from Suzy, though. She can't evolve as things currently stand. So it's not like she's getting any better. And probably give it to Onion. Because Onion can evolve. Onion will evolve. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Give you this experience share. Oh, you can still evolve, so the Eviolite might be really good for you. Since you're stuck and not being able to reach your final evolution. Okay, I like that. And Onion should evolve like right before we're ready to go and fight our rival again. Okay, we've got a strategy, we've got a way forward, we've got a plan, chat. We finally got something moving. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed too. Not in you, but in the fact that it didn't work. Oops, I saw Psychic and clicked it. On the bright side, there is still one clause that is active and that we could encounter. Just want to remind you guys of the shiny clause. Basically, if we encounter a shiny at any point, we are catching the fuck out of that shiny Pokemon. Now, there's almost no reason to remind you guys of that because the chances of encountering a shiny are extremely rare. But right now it's kind of just copium because I'm not happy with the current situation. Just coping a little bit by really hoping one of these little freaks will be shiny. Oh my god, if it were a shiny unknown, I'd be upset. It'd be the most useless capture. So for those of you who don't know, that is Unknown's one and only move that it knows. And I do believe it's different for every Pokemon that uses it. I can't remember if Hidden Power is the one that has a different possible effect or a different type. There's Hidden Power and Secret Power, and I get them confused all the time which one is which. But that's really all you need to know, is that it's like slightly different for every Pokemon that uses it, but it's also pretty weak. Unknown itself is pretty weak. It's pretty much just a dex filler and a time filler, because there's 28 different versions of Unknown. That you're expected to catch them all for basically no real reward. Ah, how fun. This is physical, we're gonna go for it. Oh, also, I was watching a video earlier about Pokemon Soul Silver. Or rather, someone playing Pokemon Soul Silver, and I got really excited, and I kind of want to play that next. Just because I kind of miss Pokemon Soul Silver. Surely you guys can relate. Probably Megadeth. But I think I would want to go really chaotic with it, which is kind of what I was watching someone else do, just being crazy chaotic with the gameplay. Or rather, with what was randomized. Basically, every time they entered battle, it would randomize the Pokemon in the team. I don't think we'd go that far. I'd probably do something like the evolutions are random. Or maybe like movesets. Basically, I'd probably just lean into being a little bit more heavy on randomization. Which, as you guys saw when we started this series, can be devastatingly bad for us. On a bad randomization, you can just end up with not anything and then facing Pokemon God. Which, I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys, but it's not ideal. But yeah, we could do that once we finish up with this playthrough. Honestly, if we end up failing this run, I think I'm going to switch, because my heart can't take another failure on this Randomlocke. Another restart. I don't think I could handle it. Oh, that's not a letter, that's a threat. Oh yay. Are you guys having fun? Just out of curiosity, are you guys having fun? Because I can absolutely justify my suffering if you guys are having fun with this, but... oh boy. I mean, like, listen, we got the toothless music in the background. What do you mean it's super effective? What do you mean? You can't do that. Wait a second, if we're already under half health, does Anchor Point automatically happen? Semi-poor? Aren't you like the least popular Pokemon? Like, actually, genuinely one of the least popular Pokemon? I know people hate the monkeys. The trio of monkeys from this game in particular. I don't know if I necessarily understand why. I mean, like, their designs are kind of cool. They're based off of a pretty interesting concept. All things considered, putting, you know, I see no hear no speak no evil as a design for 3 separate monsters is actually kind of cool. Like, it clearly wasn't implemented the greatest, but I think people were just underwhelmed by the 3 elemental monkeys. Which I get. Sort of. Although, thinking on it, if I remember correctly, they are a little bit weak for a stone evolution. That I understand. Okay. I found something in my brain that works to help me understand how people don't like these monkeys. I figured it out. It's because it's a stone evolution, and they're not very strong for being a stone evolution. We've got the health to take you on with Megadeth. As frustrating as you are, because you're one of the few mons I can encounter that comes close to, you know, destroying me, taking me out of the game, you do give me a decent pot of experience, and I will definitely take that. We need that right now. We need that so we don't spend the next several streams in the ice corner. In the frozen zone. In the frozone. No decent experience. I know. I'm coping. I'm coping, Minor Chica. Only Sadness is my sister website to OnlyFans. So go subscribe to my Only Sadness, where you can watch me suffer in pain at playing Pokemon and just being absolute dog shit at it, because I am absolute dog shit at it. What do you mean there was an old Gateau in the trash can? What do you mean I never checked the trash can? The fuck is an old Gateau again? All the status problems. I'm not... He's old! Look at him! He's a brick! Chat, what even is an old Gateau? What is a Gateau? What is this? Chat, look this up for me, please. What the hell is a Gateau? I'm curious now. What is it? Help me out here. Be my Google. Alright, we've got a Golurk. Once again. With the no decent experience, only sadness. You know what? That's gonna be my... That's gonna be my new Discord message. No decent experience, only sadness. This has gotta go. Out of the corner of my eye. Keeps distracting me. Alright, chat, I guess I'll go look it up myself. What the hell's a Gateau? Baked or served in the form of a cake. It's an old cake? Why is one of the... Why does Pokemon have an old cake? Just an old-ass cake. Pokemon, sometimes you confuse me. You know what? I would even go so far as to say that sometimes you frustrate me. I could understand if you just had a cake. Or a cake that's from a specific town. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Minor Chica, it is good. Because being frustrated is good for content. It makes people laugh at me. And the more people that laugh at me, the more viewers I get. And that's just spectacular, darling. And that's what we want over here. Oh, 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 oh. You laugh at my misery, but your misery brings me countless dollars. And now I've got an encore for my outstanding performance. Go leveled up, Onion? Yeah, go Onion! Woo! Onion! I'm telling you, Onion is going places. Onion is going to be my strongest Pokemon. We've just got to get him there, you know? Dang, now I'm getting hungry, chat. All that talk about fried chicken. Oh, hey! Megadeth is about to level up. Let's go. Let's go, Megadeth! Woo! And if we keep up, eventually Chris will level up. We want level ups all around. Okay, I'm gonna need you to cut that out. Don't do that again. What did I just say? Also, why did you drop that boulder out of your little skirt thing to roll at me? Why'd you do it like that? Alright, let's see how fast we can take down a Golurk now. Probably not very fast. That probably didn't impact all that much. But we're gonna find out on tonight's episode. Let me just look at something real quick. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, not good. On a previous episode, we talked about how one of my personal issues with these randomizers is a little move called Dragon Rage. I hate that move with a burning fiery passion. And I tend to think of Pokemon randomizers in terms of Dragon Rage. Because it's one of the few moves, especially in these older games, that does a set amount of damage. And it's fairly common amongst, you know, dragons and dragon-themed Pokemon. And if you encounter one of those little fuckers before you've got 80 health, you better hope you can knock them out in one hit. It's usually not a problem in, you know, vanilla. In vanilla, in base games, usually not too much of a problem. In my experience. In my vast experience, I've played most of the games, pretty much never come across it. Because one, you're not too worried about your Pokemon fainting. That's not the end of the game. But more importantly, like, they don't typically exist in the early game. Dragons, dragon-themed Pokemon, dragon-typed Pokemon, you really only ever encounter them very close to the end of the game. You know, typically when your Pokemon have closer to 300 HP. So Dragon Rage typically is one of the moves you get to laugh at for them even looking at and considering a decent move. Hooray, Chris! Alright, where do you guys all stand in terms of closeness to a level? 2024, 957, 475. Okay, so all our guys here in the middle are actually pretty close to 1. I'm gonna save. Also, I've explained this a number of times. I'm going to explain it again, and I'm probably going to explain it again another time at some time down the road in the future. I'm not good at video games. I'm not good at them. I'm not good at this one. I love Pokemon. I've played almost every Pokemon game, and frankly, the majority of the spin-off games, the side games. But I'm not good at them. I'm not one of those, you know, people who's memorized every move. I know exactly what it does, how much damage it does, how high of a chance it has to do this, that, or the other. I don't know. I'm not that good at Pokemon. But I'm here for a good time. Not a smart time. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to, you know, enjoy my time with chat. I'm here to enjoy my time with my Pokemon, with Susie here. Also, I'm scared. I'm scared of what my next Pokemon is gonna be. I am gonna go looking for something real quick. Deep in my files. Hooray! We beat poor Gonzi. An absolute problem. We'll come here and get the next encounter started while I dig through my files. Okay, what's this gonna be, a double battle? Oh, it's you. Oh. Wait a minute, I might have been mistaken by my earlier... Remove. Follow. Oh. I might have been wrong about Shellman. Except I'm not sure, because honestly this makes things a little bit confusing. Eat that disc dreidel guy. Eat that disc dreidel guy. That is not a... It's not a dreidel, though. That's not how dreidels are shaped. Dreidels are like dice. But if they were tops. But it's more about it being a dice than it being a top. This is a spinning top. This is not a dreidel. You freak. No, don't do that. Don't do that again. It's not a dreidel. Here I thought you were smart. Guess I was wrong. Oh my god, everybody needs to heal. Okay. Alright, tough guys, let's save, just in case anything absolutely crazy happens, like me throwing my computer out the window. Aw, look at that, it's Feel. An absolutely adorable Pokemon that everyone loves. And that no one could ever possibly find any problem with. What do we think? Research or Susie? Probably Susie. Oh, I should probably take you guys through what was happening with Shelmet, right? So with Shelmet, we did activate a couple of things in the settings. I'm just having some trouble with understanding whether or not we need Carablast. We might need Carablast. Because we removed impossible evolutions, meaning that, you know, we're not going to be able to trade in this. So it changed it to where it should be able to... Both of them should be able to level up if they're in the same party with each other. But we also clicked on an option to make evolutions easier. Which, in theory... might or might not have made it to where it will evolve at level 35 regardless. So making evolutions easier. Yes and no. So, Pokemon that take longer to evolve are usually significantly stronger, and that's part of the trade-off of them taking longer to evolve. If that makes sense. But if we're going in terms of pure strength, of raw stats, you want them to evolve earlier. The sooner they evolve, the sooner they reach their maximum potential for stats. And I could be wrong. I could be misunderstood how Pokemon stats are calculated for the past several years, for the past 2 decades of my life. But my understanding is that Vanillite here, if you level up Vanillite to level 50, it's going to have not great stats, quite frankly. Whereas if you were to evolve it at the level that it currently is into a vanillish, and bring it to level 50, it would have much stronger stats. Versus if you were to bring it up to level 49 and then evolve it into vanillish. Am I hearing things? But yeah, the Pokemon that take longer to evolve are stronger. Not that they're stronger because they take longer to evolve. As for the reason that we made it easier, it's because, quite frankly, some of them are fucking ridiculous. Quite frankly. Hi, Alfred. Hi, son. What you doing, huh? Long time no see. Yeah, some of them are particularly ridiculous, like Dino. Or rather, Zweilous into Hydreigon. Which were Pokemon that were introduced in this game, and they wouldn't evolve until you are well into the post-game content. Just off of level, they don't even have any, like, crazy tactics to evolve. I'm a little bit mad we lost our Ice type, though. Alright, let's see. We have gone through... So, I don't know what the rest of the gym leaders are yet. But I do know what we've been through so far. And I'm pretty sure they won't repeat. So, the Striaton gym was Electric, Fighting, and Psychic. Nakarine was Dark. Cassilio was Rock. Nimbasa was Ghost. Driftveil is Flying. And Mistralton was Steel. That's important because the types that are left are the types that we gotta prepare for. And unfortunately, one of those is Dragon. Dragon is a tough fucking type to have to deal with and prepare for. If we encounter a Dragon type gym, that very easily could wipe us out. Like, they keep it tame in the Dragon-type gym that is designed for this game. But in a randomizer? In a randomizer, we're not just worried about Dragon Rage, which we talked about earlier. We're worried about the entire Dragon typing. Because, like, if you think about the Pokemon that are Dragon-type, especially up to this generation... It's not a wide variety. It's mostly legendaries and pseudo-legendaries. It's mostly really, really, really strong Pokemon that are going to beat the shit out of us. So, the fact that we haven't encountered a Dragon-type gem yet is scary because it means there might still be one. There might not. We might not encounter a Dragon-type gem. I kinda hope we don't encounter a Dragon-type gem because they're fucking terrifying. Also ground. Kinda hoping for ground. Because we have a pretty decent water type. That would be our Palpitoad. And Palpitoad will be able to deal out some damage by the time we get around to another gym. We haven't encountered normal. Normal wouldn't be too bad to handle. We don't really have any fighting type moves, but we probably will have some fighting type moves by the— oh no. Oh no. Okay, that wasn't bad. We can probably get some fighting type moves by the time something comes up. If we have normal. Grass would also be kind of nice. We've got a bug type, we've got a flying type. We could make a grass type gym work. We also haven't had a bug type, which, again, we have a flying type that we could probably handle with some bug types. Especially since there's a couple of bug and fighting types. Those would be really fun to have to handle. What other types would we need to worry about? We've had dark, but we haven't had fighting. We have had fighting. Fighting, psychic, dark. We haven't had fire. Once again, we have our water type, though, so we shouldn't be too worried about a fire type gem. We haven't had water. Oh. Water could be a little bit tricky. We do have a grass type. We have our multiple grass types. Okay, okay. Just kind of thinking about this. How about poison? We have our psychic type. So poison wouldn't be too scary either. Ice? Do you have anything for an ice type? No. Okay, we're a little bit scared of ice type gem. That would not be ideal. We just leveled up. Onion! Honestly, I'm super excited for Onion. Onion's gonna be one of our strongest Pokemon. I know, I keep saying that, but it's true. I don't think I ever fully raised a Palpitoad up to a Seismitoad. At least not in Black and White. Which is a tragedy. Just, like, really a tragedy. Heal Pulse. Thank you? Thanks. See, that's what I mean by you being one of the dumbest actual animals. Because that is something a Mola would actually do. So, for those of you who don't know, a mola, which is a sunfish, not to be mistaken for stunfisk, which I think is it. It's not quite based on the same thing, but I think it's got to be at least slightly based on the same thing, given a name like that. Molas are these huge fish out in the ocean that look damn near like the Pokemon. Like, Pokemon got it. They got the design spot on with that. They basically look like that, except more of a brownish color than pink. And they kind of just like lazily float along in the ocean, and sometimes are just missing chunks because predators will take a bite out of them, and they're not smart enough to have a problem with that. But, like, it won't impact them because most of their organs are compacted in a really small space. And most of their body, like, most of the mola's body is just blubber, basically. And to make it worse, these things are fast when they get moving. When they get moving, they move fast as heck. Okay, we're not gonna fight you with Jackenstein anymore. Megadeth. Just a stupid, deaf, dumb sunfish. And normally I really like dumb things like that, but in the case of the mola, I hate it. I hate that you exist. No, don't protect on my last... Gosh darn it. You can't. What you do? Alright, we can leech seed and then just kind of stall with fly. Also, we're probably going to wrap up here soon. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna probably order some food. But, you know, we're just gonna do a couple more battles. Just giving you guys a heads up, we're getting ready to wrap up for the night. Oh, okay, so you're smart enough to know to put a protect up in front of you. And had me stuttering like Porky Pig there. Hungry, but I don't know if I want fried chicken. I've been eating a lot of that lately. I probably don't need more. But also, that's the closest to something healthy that I actually eat. Are you actually looking at a sunfish at a mola right now? Is that what's happening? You went and looked it up because you heard me over talking how stupid it is? Oh, okay, the Pokemon. Okay. It's not cute. It is not a cute animal. It is a very, very stupid animal. And I stand by that. There's only a few animals that I don't like. And it happens to make that list. It's them, koalas, and I think chihuahuas. That's basically it. And spiders. Don't get me started on spiders. But spiders I dislike because I'm scared of them. Koalas and sunfish and chihuahuas I hate for entirely different reasons. And if those are your favorite animals, I'm sorry, they're bad animals. They shouldn't exist. For chihuahuas though, I will give you that most of the problems with chihuahuas, it is because their owners don't know how to treat them. I dislike chihuahuas because they are always horribly mistreated, and they were also bred they were bred for bad purposes. I think they shouldn't exist in much the same way I don't think, what is it, pugs? Pugs. I don't think those should exist. Pugs can't fucking breathe. I think that's unnecessarily cruel that we bred an animal to not be able to fucking breathe because we thought it looked funny. And I'm pretty sure we kind of sort of did the same thing with chihuahuas. Sure, not with them being able to not breathe, but more with just everything else about them. Dogs don't need to be, nor were they meant to be that small. First of all. They never feel safe. And they can't. Chihuahuas basically never feel safe, which is like part of the issue with them. They are always in fight or flight mode. But also because of how small they are, how little muscle, how little fat they have, they can't run very far or very fast. So flight isn't an option, which just ends up creating an extremely aggressive dog breed. They don't get labeled as aggressive as much because, you know, a chihuahua comes at you, you can kind of just kick it off even if you're a child. You're not typically going to be hurt by a chihuahua, which means you're not going to typically press charges for someone's chihuahua, which means that the numbers of, oh, this violent dog did violent things, those don't go up. Because you don't, you know? What use is labeling it a violent dog if it's literally not even able to hurt you? Because it can't reach past your shoe. Point being, I don't like chihuahuas. I think that their existence is cruel in a similar, but not the same way as the existence of pugs. We should stop breeding them. We should stop, like, and take care of them if you've got them, to the best of your abilities. But, like, we should stop breeding them, we should stop making them, and just let that species die out. Or do what that other dude, because I saw there was someone who was breeding back in the original pug traits, like before we mashed their snout all in, and it made them overall way healthier. That's cool. Can we Can we make Chihuahuas a little bit bigger so they're not always so fucking skittish? And aren't always on attack mode? Anyway, this has been your end of stream rant. So glad I could have you guys over today. Today was a bit more quiet as far as my chat goes. Typically, these guys are a bit more rambunctious, they're a little bit more troublemaking, and they just love to bother me. Which, I don't mind. I love these guys. They're a lot of fun. And by these guys, I mean you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. I love y'all. I really do. I hope you'll join me next time. Probably going to do some in Stars and Time tomorrow, so make sure you're able to catch that. And, oh, if you're on YouTube watching this, come on over to Twitch sometime. We have a lot of fun over here. We do our stuff. Yeah, in Stars and Time. Your little queer couple that you get to watch. Oh, there's gonna be some fun stuff. I'm trying to remember. Alright, I'm super excited. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye!